You're listening to Question Reality with Priscilla Leona, right here on LA Talk Radio.
Hello! Welcome to the Question Reality Radio Show. I'm Priscilla Leona, host and producer of the show, and we are coming to you live from Los Angeles, California. For 14 years, we have been providing our audience with entertainment industry career advice. Now, this show is for you if you are questioning your career reality about pursuing a career in show business, or if you're already working in the entertainment industry and you just need some tips, advice, or resource information on how and what it takes to elevate your career status. Now, some of the guests on our show include Emmy Award winners, Grammy Award winners, we have Tony Award winners, we have reality television stars, we have who else? We have singers, actors, dancers, models, musicians, we have stunt people, we have production crew, we have authors, we have screenwriters. Basically, if they are working in the entertainment industry, we are going to have them on this show. We just hunt them down. I said directors and producers. It's just everybody. People say, who else? Well, you know, if you're working in entertainment and you want to be on the show, I'm going to give you some information in a couple of minutes, so hang tight. Now, if you missed any of our past shows, here are 3 ways that you can listen to any of them from 2008 until today. Number 1, download our free mobile app, which is obviously on the App Store, Google Play Store. Number 2, you can listen to us on iHeartRadio. We're on iTunes. We're on Amazon.com, the podcast. Google, we're on Stitcher.com. We're on Audible.com. Basically, just Google Priscilla Leona or Question Reality Radio Show, and you will find all the platforms. We're on everything. We're everywhere. That's what you need to be doing. Have your stuff everywhere. Now, if you want to listen to any of our past shows, you can also go to the archive page, and you can listen directly from the website that you're listening to us on right now, which is latalkradio.com. So you just go to latalkradio.com and you can again type in Priscilla Leona or the Question Reality Radio Show, and you will find us there. Now, we ask you for an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini favor, and that is to please, if you are enjoying our show, to please subscribe to our podcast channel, and also give us a little finger, a little like on all of our social media platforms. Again, you can go to Google and type in Priscilla Leona or Question Reality Radio Show. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. TikTok is now my new favorite. Just started with TikTok last year. Obsessed. You got to be very careful about being on TikTok, because I started out thinking, I'll give it maybe 5 minutes. Oh my God, I was on that damn social media network for 8 hours. I just couldn't believe it. I said, well, it hasn't happened since the first day, but still, gotta be careful. Twitter, LinkedIn, I think I covered everything. So please, again, Priscilla Leona, Question Reality Radio Show. And finally, if you want to be a guest on our show, to promote and showcase your talents, current or upcoming projects or products, or if you just want to come on and help listeners by giving great advice, sage advice, we like to say, you can go to our official website. Now, you gotta focus, right? You know how everybody has a 10-second attention span these days. QuestionRealityRadioShow.com. QuestionRealityRadioShow.com, not LATalkRadio.com. That's the radio station. That's where we air the shows. You have to go to QuestionRealityRadioShow.com, and that's where you can also see our schedule from 2008 until present, in case you want to listen to a show way back before we had all the wrinkles we have now, 2008. 4 wrinkles less. You can go there and listen to the show. We have the name the person, their occupation. So for example, you want to pursue a career as a stunt supervisor, you just type in the search stunt supervisor. No. Yeah. No, I meant to say script supervisor. Of course, we do have stuntman on there. Yeah. But anything you want, you type it in and you'll be able to listen to any of our shows. Again, questionrealityradioshow.com. And to be on the show, you want to go to our contact page and click submit. Really, really, really easy. Just your name, your website address, and your social media sites. And that's it. Oh my God, I can't believe we got through that. That is it for the introduction of the show part. You would think I would know this. For 14 years I've been doing the show. I have still not memorized what I wrote. Still haven't. I still have to read it. Now, exciting. My favorite part of the show, which is introducing the guests. I have been waiting to have these two little gorgeous females on the show for a couple of years now. They are the dynamite duo of Martina Webster and Dalea Faulkner. Now, Martina is a film producer she has many titles, but for today's intents and purposes, we are film producing her today. And Dalea is an author. She's a screenwriter and a producer. And among the many topics that we're going to be discussing today, I'm so happy to be discussing this. We're discussing their Christmas film, which is #BlessTheMovie. I know you guys are so tired of me promoting that. I've been promoting it in all of my personal interviews. I've been promoting it every week on the show. And I can't tell you how happy and proud I am to be just a little tiny itsy bitsy cog in this wheel that has been turning and is finally here, ready for release. Well, we'll let them tell you about it. But we're also going to be talking about Martina as the CEO of Darmore Production and what her duties are for that company and how you can learn more about it. And also we're going to learn about Dalea's it's not a new book because the book is out, The Christmas Witch, but we're going to find out about production, which is happening. I've been announcing that too, so she's going to tell us all about it. And we're just going to hopefully get some tips and advice and maybe some resource information on how you too, as a mother-daughter team, can stop pulling each other's hair out and just work together on a film. It'll solve the world's problems. Just work together. So without so you might want to go to the website now, #blessthemovie.com, #blessthemovie.com. And we, without further ado, are going to meet them. Welcome to the show!
Hi!
Woo!
We were going to strangle each other and pull hair.
You know what I just realized? That all three of us have first names that end in an A. Has no particular relevance, but it just popped in my head. I think that means something. I see you guys have decorated. Now, they don't know this, the audience, but we three are Christmas lovers, obviously. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to ask you first to start off, what is your obsession with Christmas? And we'll start with Martina and then go to Dalea. Why do you love Christmas so much?
Oh my gosh, that's really a loaded question. So growing up in Europe, Christmas was always very special for me done by my family. And there was snow and there was the Christmas lights indoors, not so much outdoors. Then when I moved to California, that sort of was lost. I felt I'm missing something. And then I went to someone's house and they had put up a little Christmas village with the fake snow. And I thought, oh, you know what? I can do that. I can make fake winter in the house. And it started with one room and then ended up with all the rooms. And I finally got that Christmas oomph back and been doing it ever since. Just loving it.
Now, that is something I did not know. when you said you're from Europe. I did not know that. What part of Europe are you from?
I was born in Middle Germany, and then I lived in Northern Germany, and then we moved to Austria so I could continue my dance education. And I finished my degree in ballet or dance, more or less, in Vienna.
Oh my God, my best friend Monica Scheiferstein lives in Germany. Well, we met when we were in college, but then she moved back to Germany. And do you know she's been inviting me to come to Germany for like 35 years, and I have yet to get there.
Here's your sign.
Yeah, you need to go.
I need to go.
But
Germany, oh my gosh, I've always wanted to go and see so many things. I wanted to do, I lived in Europe, well, in England, Scotland, and Wales for 6 months until my visa expired. But I thought, oh, what a missed opportunity to go to Germany and to do the travel.
It's beautiful there.
Oh, now
and the Christmas market.
The Christmas market, I know. Well, I wanted to go to Prague, the Christmas market in Prague. Have you been to that?
No, I have not, but really, any of the Christmas markets are stunning.
Yeah. And Dalea, have you gone? I assume you have, but
yeah, I have a couple times. I've been to where my mom grew up and seen all kinds of cool places in Germany. So I feel very grateful to be a first generation American. I'm very grateful to be on your show. And to answer your question of like, what's my obsession with Christmas? I kind of put that in the movie. Grandma says, don't you think people are just a little bit kinder around the holidays? They just tend to be nicer. And I feel like that, I like the connection to that. I grew up seeing how joyful it made my mom decorating for the holidays. And so it was just kind of like a byproduct for me, seeing her decorate, and it made her happy. It was like, oh, well, let me try this on and see how it fits for me. And so I do it my own way. It's a little bit different. Like my Christmas looks totally different than hers, but
it's still Christmas.
It's still Christmas, and it's just as fulfilling.
Yeah. Well, it's great to have a mother that loves Christmas or a daughter that loves Christmas, or else you can just have some problems, right? Now, let's start with a 3-part question. This is for you, Dalea.
Okay, I'm ready.
3-part question. It's going to test your memorization skills.
Ooh.
But see, you're
probably going to fail.
I'm counting on it. So let's start. Okay. Number 1. Okay, so you're the screen. You two look so young. I think that I'm going to have to say which one's Dalea and which one's Martina, because
I'll take that. I'll take
that. Yeah, I mean, I just couldn't tell when I first started looking at you guys. But you are the screenwriter of the film, and just in case there's one human on the planet who hasn't heard from me, hashtag bless the Christmas movie. Can you please describe, number 1 question, please describe the plot or the premise of the film. Number 2, what your inspiration was for writing the book or the script. And 3, what the overall message is that you hope to convey to your audience. So number 1, the plot or premise of the film.
So the story of hashtag blessed, my mom actually had this desire to kind of take an old story, put a new spin on it. And so she'd mentioned it to me, and it was like, let's take It's a Wonderful Life and make it into something new and mold the message for today's audience, right? I mean, the movie itself still holds true in many ways, but like, how do we make it different? So hashtag blessed essentially follows Jessie, a female lead, millennial woman who is in student loan debt. She's working in a movie theater, basically a child of Murphy's Law at the time, does not have her parents anymore due to some tragedy that has happened in her past, and basically her closest family member is her grandmother. So the story follows Jessie and Grandma and Jessie's evolution, kind of coming from being a very negative minded, life is happening to me kind of person. And the story eventually has her realize that her life is happening for her, and that, you know, there's so much we have to be grateful for, even when it doesn't feel like it.
And the best line is, I thought my life was falling
apart, but
when
maybe it was
it was
falling
falling
together.
Ah, I love that. We need to hashtag that. Hashtag it.
So that's the plot.
And what was your inspiration for writing the script
Right. So my
or the movie?
initial inspiration was my mom saying, "Hey, make this into something."
Do this, girl.
Yeah.
Make yourself productive.
So that was the initial aspect. But in my own education, my writing education, I got my bachelor's from Cal State San Bernardino in creative writing. I learned that, you know, write what you know. And so if I'm taking the essence of It's a Wonderful Life, molding it into something new, I also have to take what I know and put that in there to create something that's real, something that people can connect with on a human level, and something that people of all ages can also understand. So it pulled from my own personal experiences. A lot of the joy you see in the film comes from true joy from my life, and a lot of the pain, depression, anxiety, and darker aspects all also came from my life experiences and lived experiences. So while there is a wide variety of fiction in the film, there is also a lot of reality that I took from my own life. So that's
some heavy truth.
Yeah, some heavy truth. And I also pulled from experiences in the people of my life who may struggle around the holidays because they've lost family members. So I really took inspiration from my personal world.
And if you wanted to convey an overall message, like what would be the message you would want or hope that the message from your film would convey to audiences?
There is never any shame in asking for help. We all need help every now and then. So it's okay to ask for help when you need it.
And
Martina?
that's probably the biggest compliment that the two of us can get is when we're at a screening or at a film festival and someone walking up to us saying, "Hey, I was there. I was at that dark edge, and this needs to be seen by people." And probably the biggest one was knowing someone coming up and saying, you know, "I'm going to get help. Thank you for putting this movie up." So if it just saves one person, we won.
Well, I'm already there. Like, I already feel like I'm there because I've already had numerous people say to me the impact that this has made on them. You know, I'm going to therapy now. Like, I've got that message, and it was just, wow. I'm so glad that people are starting to take initiative with their own mental health and empower themselves to realize that asking for help is not a weakness, it is a strength, because you cannot be the whole community. You know, it takes a village, right? You can't be the whole village to yourself. We need people.
Right. But it's not, I don't want people to think that it's a dark, gloomy
film.
No. I think we just hit that perfect little mix where you know Christmas magic is real.
Yeah.
But you also know that, oh, wow, I didn't realize that some people really do feel this way around Christmas. And as a mother, I could not watch some of the scenes knowing the script, that was her experience and I knew nothing about it because she didn't ask for help.
Yeah.
And where it could have led, I can't even think about that. But so it's really important to keep that communication up and to ask for help.
Yeah.
And I think we need to really gravitate and have more Christmas movies that have a message. I mean, so how many, I gotta admit it, during the pandemic, 2020, girls, I watched 114 Hallmark movies. It was insane. I said, Do you know in January, I am not kidding you, I was hearing Christmas bells. Like I was sitting there and then I'd like have a twitch because I was hearing like jingle bells. And then it was not even a joke. I said, I'm not going to do that again. But, you know, the typical Hallmark movie and a new channel, which I love, GAF, it's a Great American Family. The mess, I mean, what is the premise of, I'd say 95%? Okay, boy meets girl, boy loses girl.
Yeah, very predictable.
Somebody gets amnesia, and then they get back together. There's confusion.
Right.
It's romance. And I found that the few movies that I really remember over and over and had a message, which my favorite being It's a Wonderful Life. But it's their messages, and we need to write more of them.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the other ones, but I watch them too.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
but it's our motto is movies with meaning.
Yeah.
Yes.
And trust me, it's there's really a lot of distractions there where, oh, you know what,
we could do this.
You know, can you write a script that follows the same pattern, and you know, and
that's the face I
make.
make.
I have to go no, because
well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Looking at age, how many years do I have left, and how do I want to spend them? Do I want to produce the same stuff, or do I want to have something that stands out?
Substance.
Yeah.
Yes. Try. I mean, we got enough Christmas movies with romance. We need messages of love and hope and inspiration, especially during this political climate and the religious climate and the turbulence. I mean, we need more messages. So many people. I'm going to get to what I'm going to extend what I'm saying later, but I want to tell you, Dalea, I love times 10 your IMDb plot line for this movie when you're describing the character Jesse as having, now I hope I get this word right, comparisonitis.
Yes.
I love that word. Hashtag comparisonitis.
Yeah.
In the world of social media, because everybody, I think, goes through that. There's so many people who have told me that they struggle on an everyday basis because of the same thing, and especially around the holiday season.
Yeah.
And I have been reading so much research on the scientists saying, or researchers, I guess I should say, researchers stating that suicide rates among teenagers and young adults and middle-aged people have steadily increased during the holiday season as a possible result of social media influence.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know if that's true, but you know,
you don't feel you're not good enough. You can't compare what, you know, so-and-so is 10 years younger and look what she or he is doing. I'm not good enough, where we don't even know if that's real.
Yeah. Because people always put their best foot forward, you know, on social media.
I mean, we do it.
Yeah, everybody does it. You don't want to put anything dark and depressing because then people are like, you know, talking. I mean, you can, but not all the time. But it's okay for you to say, you know, I need help. I'm not feeling this.
Well, you know, you bring up a good point. And kind of how I like to look at it is, it's okay to shine light on the dark places in your life.
Yeah.
There's a way to do it that. And I'm not telling anybody there's a certain way you have to do it, that you have to share your life, but there is a way to do it where we can all gain something from your experience.
Right.
So, you know, if we're using social media as a numbing agent, or if we're using it as a conduit for our communication with the people in our community, those are two totally different energies.
Yeah. I mean, you can always put... people can always relate to tragedy or drama or something dark, and not everybody people have less of a comedic compatibility overall. So it's great that you post all of these wonderful, happy pictures with the filters where you're 65 and look 17. Great. We know we're on to you, but that's not how you look. I do it. I'm like, where's my filter? And, people want to when I'm around young people and they want to take the picture and immediately post it. And I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. I got to put my filter times 10, my Insta Beauty filter on there. Don't you think about it, right? But, come on, this is what social media is all about. But, it's not, people, please don't believe everything you see on social media. Yeah. It's not always
That's the truth.
But I wanted to ask both of you, we'll start with Martina this time. How does your film give a message of hope and inspiration about this subject of social media having such a powerful influence that it's causing people to bully other people, it's causing people to commit suicide, it's causing people, so much. What can we look forward to in your movie that's going to help? I know you briefly touched on that, but anything additional?
Yes. So again, when you go to the grocery store, you don't just shove everything in your shopping cart. You pick what you want to buy. And that's kind of how you have to approach social media.
Right.
You need to take from it what you want or feel that's good and not the other. I also feel that some people shouldn't be on social media.
Yes.
And as far as our film goes, I think it kind of tells you or shows you both sides. It starts out with, oh, look, she's #blessed, to I'm #blessed. Yeah. Because she realized that she looked at it negatively versus positively.
Her filter.
Yeah. And actually, believe it or not, Dalea was asked to be a tester, and she now actually has her own social media platform. So that people that love books and films and need help or are very positive people can come together in Amberlight Valley, which is our main thing, and connect there without having the other stuff.
Isn't that fantastic? Well, it's there's so many people. There's different strokes for different folks. Is a phrase. So I just think that your movie will probably be compatible with, I'd say, 99% of the people, because there are some Grinches out there.
Oh, of course.
People who hate people. Hey, I have a friend that hates Christmas. I said, what is wrong with you? But, a lot of people didn't have a great experience at Christmas. Mm-hmm. So, they still.
Then you just send them love and
I do. I send them Christmas party. So now, Martina, being a mother of a pure genius.
I tend to think so.
A screenwriting genius. Screenwriter. Mother-daughter duo. Now, just when you say that, there people are going, what? Is that a possibility? Yes, it is. Look, these two, look. Now, mother-daughter duo, it's just not the title that most mother and daughters share. So it's a pretty special honor to have you two on. I don't think I've had anybody in 14 years. I've never had a mother-daughter duo. But so how, I'd like both of you to answer the question. How, how, I don't know who this question would be for. I'll just ask the question and whoever can answer. How did the two of you know that you wanted to team up and work on a film project?
Oh, I want to answer this.
Yeah.
Okay. So my mom has been building empires since the moment she stepped foot on the United States soil.
I don't know about empires.
I like it.
In my opinion, I've watched her build a dance studio empire, pageant empire, awards business, all kinds of amazing things. I watched her do stuff. So it was a no-brainer for me. I was like, well, I work really well with my mom. I know how she works because I've grown up with her, right?
Yeah.
And so I know I know how to push her buttons, and I know when not to push her buttons.
Right.
But it was a no-brainer. It was like, well, she knows how I think, I know how she thinks, and it just makes sense.
And we like to help each other in the areas, or let each other shine in the areas that are strong. Like, she's really strong, of course, with the creative and with the writing, and comes up with brilliant ideas.
Mhm.
And
Well, I don't know about brilliant.
Yes, they are.
and I'm very creative, so I can help her with that. However, I also, my stepdad really helped me plant both feet on the ground and said, look, you can look at the sky, but you are on earth. So he gave me that business mind, logical thinking on top of that. So she hates that part.
No, I don't hate it.
No, but
It's just not my circle of genius.
so we kind of take over portions of
Right.
working together. And then on the set, it was very simple because we like people, we like each other, and so it was pretty simple.
Well, no, I love you.
Aw.
Oh, this is so cute. Well, you know, I mean, each of you, I'd like to ask, what are a couple tips that you could give to other mother-daughters on how to make it work? Just like 1, 2, or 3 tips.
You can go first.
Yeah.
You can go first.
Oh, so again, don't force on the other person what you know is not their strength. They might be able to do it. So, you know, just do what you like and let them do what they like, but talk about it first.
Yeah.
Don't assume. You know, we sat down and we said, okay, here's our 10-year plan. This is how we go about it. This is sort of what we want to do. And then, you know, the ideas came flying back and forth between the two of us. Okay, well, I can take over this. Well, I can do this. And then it just kind of fell into place. And after that, it was pretty simple. But I think you really need to sit down and talk about the goals you have. And even so they can change, but sort of, you know, okay, who does what? I think that was the communication that really helped.
Yeah. And when it comes to the whimsical stuff, don't lose sight of the real vision, and that is the vision to completion. So during the process, if something doesn't feel like it's working, be open to it shifting and changing and moving into something new. The creation, the film, the book, whatever project you're working on together, it's malleable, and you're shaping it until it's done. So if you need to pivot, it's okay to pivot. Ask questions.
Ask others for advice. We pick people's brains all the time.
Well, I wouldn't say we pick people's brains, but we ask the right questions. Ask the right questions.
That's why she's the writer.
And I would also say, just, you know, be open to what's coming next.
And give each other space. I mean, we literally now live next door to each other.
Yeah.
But we're not in each other's hair. It's nice to go, hey, can you come over? But I'm not constantly there and she's not constantly here.
Yeah.
It's, you know, giving each other that space, because she can't be creative and write when I'm, you know, constantly over there. So I think it's that nice mix between being a mother-daughter, but also a business. And I consider us really good friends, which is
accurate as well. But there's something that we forgot to highlight, and it's also being really clear where you're speaking from sometimes. Like when we're on set, I know that there was sometimes that you came to me and it was like mom's talking right now, and then it was the producers talking. So, you know, and if there's a code, we made a code word too.
I don't remember what it was.
When things go to pot, right? You need to have a communicative word,
like jingle bells or
safe
something.
word, something, whatever you want to call it.
You just smile and then go jingle bells, and then we know we need to go
have a little chat and get things sorted.
That is a great tip. Listen to that, everybody. A code word, a safe word for all you dominatrix and sadists out there. A safe word. Now,
and sometimes it's just doing it, you know.
Yeah.
people go, oh, well, do you have the experience? Can you really do that? And we're going, well, why can't we?
Somebody did it
Somebody
once
started,
yeah.
it's always a start somewhere. So I
Yeah.
think getting over the fear and just read up, learn.
Try it.
I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't know how to do a budget. People pay people for budget. I'm going, I don't have the money to pay someone to do a budget. I'm going to learn how. And I did the
Google it.
budget.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
no excuse. That's one of
Yeah.
the things I want to point out is there's no excuse to say you don't know how to do anything. Literally, Google will tell you where to go, what to
Library,
do.
Google,
You can find-
YouTube.
there's a YouTube video on how to tie your shoes because I don't want to say you're a millennial. We'll go with Gen Z. Gen Z people don't know how to tell time on a physical clock.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not all.
Well, I'll
but a
tell you,
lot.
my son knows how, and he's 10.
Oh, well, see, you have an intelligent son. I watch all these YouTube videos about, you've watched them, I'm sure, Dalea, the ones where they go out and they say, who was the president of the United States? And then you have people go, oh, you mean the first one? And they don't know, right? So a lot of them did not know how to tell time on a clock or tie their shoes. They're like, why would we tie them? We just have Velcro. Okay, so yay! Hashtag bless the movie is finally out on DVD. Woo! Now, for those who haven't ordered their DVDs yet, is it too late to order it now?
No, they can order it on #blessthemovie.com.
And they'll get it before Christmas in order
Yes.
to give out?
Yes,
Okay.
they go out instantly. Now that they're in stock, they go out instantly.
Okay, so if people want to order a DVD, go to #blessthemovie.com and you put your order in and you will get it before Christmas. The girls are saying. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So now to give aspiring filmmakers an idea of what it's like to actually get to the stage of your film that it is now, can you briefly describe the process to get your film to the DVD process? Because I tell you, Leah, you know this, it is hard. And most people, they start out, they don't know how to budget it. They use all their money and they can't even finish the film. But if they're lucky enough to finish it, they don't have any money left to even think about
production.
Film festivals, they don't think about post-production. But you've got it way past that. But just for the DVD process, a lot of people said when I was promoting the film, they're like, young people, the Gen Zers, my nieces and nephews were saying, DVDs? What are DVDs? And they're like 10. They don't know what a DVD is. But I'm like, yes, DVDs, because not everyone likes to watch movies on, an iPad or on a website. They like the older people, especially like 50 and over, they like the DVDs, right? They love it. So, I guess maybe is it hard to get to the DVD process? I mean, is it involved?
Let me start with something first.
Yeah.
So she's going to talk about the logistics, but to get to the point where we're at now, we built our village before we built our movie.
Yes.
I love that. That means they got a team, people. That's their village.
And everybody really rallied. Everyone rallied. They told their friends who told their friends. Like this, if Grassroots was a movie, it would be #Black. So that was, I think, really important to getting us to the logistics.
And this is where the good part of social media comes in. Yeah. Because you can't reach people without it.
You can't.
You can't. And so there's a lot of good things about social media. As far as the logistics go for funding, because we had
and distribution to DVD.
We had this group of people that supported us because they liked the idea. We were always upfront and honest. We had people that were just, donating money. As little as $5, it didn't matter. It was all appreciated.
It all made a huge difference too.
It did. It made a big difference. And then the people that actually put money in, I don't call them investors because there's a different way of doing it. Yeah, actually we have profit share folks, because you can't really talk about investing.
Yeah.
That's against the law. But I tell people, I was honest. I said, look, if you can gamble in Vegas on black or red, you can put money in a film.
Right.
If you can take
But you have
money,
to feel okay with
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you can throw money out the window and you're okay with it, you can put money in a film, because that's what it is. I can't, if I promise anything else, I'd be a liar.
You can't.
And
Yes.
we operate with integrity and clarity and transparency. It's very important to us that people know, like, we're
Right
being
from the get-go.
honest.
Yeah. And I mean, of course, it's best if everyone gets their money back who has a profit share, because then they invest into the next one, but they go into it with that clarity that, okay, they're going to do their best, but it's not guaranteed.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you
With
always
that
have to
said,
think that. Everybody, you should just be thinking, oh gosh, I get to work with Martina and Dalea. Woo! That's my return. That's my ROI, my return on investment. Now, I personally think, as I said earlier, that hashtag Bless the Movie should be on the Hallmark Channel. It should be on GAF. I know that you got lots of things happening. You got the DVD. You got it's now. For those who are still asking me, is it still coming out in theaters? And if so, when and where? And then also, are you coming out on all social media platforms?
Yes, on all of that. So yes, we're doing a theatrical, but not
like you think.
Not to the extent that most people think, because the reality is, to put it into all the major theaters, just to give you an idea, because this is how the big studios work, you have to put between 10 and 30 million dollars into marketing. We don't have that.
Yeah.
And then you only get 50% of the box office income. So if you put in, let's just say you put in 100,000, you have to make 200,000 at the box office to break even. So for an indie film, that's just not
not feasible.
It's not possible.
Right.
Now, if we would have gotten the film and let's say a Lionsgate took over the film and they put it in the movie theater, then that's on them.
Yeah.
But again, in indie films, that's like lottery, it can happen, but
sorry, I want to ask that because I want to get more questions in, because it's 43 and we got like 5 minutes, but I wanted to make sure that we talked about now, do you think it's possible that or have you approached someone at Hallmark or GAF and say, hey, I think I have a great Christmas movie, would you consider putting it on your lineup?
Yes, but Hallmark, we're too dark for Hallmark. We're not that happy.
I wouldn't say dark. We're too real.
Yeah, we're not that cookie cutter
Prove
pattern.
me wrong, Hallmark.
Yeah. But what about GAF? I know there's not like
that's
GAF.
actually one we try to approach, but you have to remember that's the former CEO from Hallmark that left and did his own channel.
Yeah. And what about UPN? They're doing a lot of Christmas too.
Yes, I can tell you. Well, I'm going to give it away if I get in trouble. Oh, well, we're going to be on PureFlix, Up TV, Amazon Prime, and all of the streaming channels you can imagine. Voodoo, Redbox, you name it. But not until December.
Plex.
Till December. Oh, we're getting a scoop. Yay. So everybody just go to hashtag Bless the Movies. They are incredibly phenomenal with updating. My God, I have never known anyone, and I've been producer on so many films in my life, and I've never, ever worked with people, not even professionals, and I have tons of celebrity friends, and I of course showed them the, I don't want to give too much away, but anyway, they said, my God, I wish that the studios worked as hard as these two do. And your film is going to be seen by some top celebrities that are my friends.
Aw,
I cannot wait.
appreciate
And
that.
my one friend is like, Priscilla, where's my copy? I'm like, I gotta order it. I've been so busy. But yeah, I still have to order my 25 DVDs. But that's why I wanted to know, because I'm going to give them out as Christmas presents. So it is not too late, everybody. You can still order #BlessTheMovie.
Yep.
And
Real-
DVDs are not dead because I cannot sign and she cannot sign a digital thing.
Yeah, I can't sign a
Right.
screen.
That's right. DVDs are still here, people. Real quick, Dalea, is the
Yes.
special challenge still happening in the Amber Light Valley community?
Yes. So actually, I have a number of different challenges inside Amberlight Valley, which you can find at meetmeinamberlight.com. You can also find it on my website, daleafaulkner.com, but much easier to go to meetmeinamberlight.com. Now, a couple of the challenges are a pass the book challenge or pass the DVD challenge. You simply record a video of yourself with the book or the movie, and you can be entered into this amazing giveaway. I'm so excited to announce on live public. Like, this is big. I already announced it inside Amberlight Valley, but this is like outside the
Yes,
scope of it.
outside.
So there's going to be 3 prizes that I'm going to have winners for.
Oh, she's
We match before we start filming the Christmas Witch next year. So there's going to be 3 winners. The top prize is going to get a one-on-one coffee date, lunch date with me at my favorite restaurant. They're going to be have a extra role on the movie, The Christmas Witch, and they're going to get a signed screenplay of The Christmas Witch after we're finished filming.
Yeah, I told her she can't have it before.
So this, as you see, I'm holding up the book, The Christmas Witch.
Yes.
This is the book by Dalea Faulkner, and this is the movie that they're going to be starting production on next November or December.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? A portion of it's going to be filmed in Germany.
Yeah, I hope
Martina,
so.
Martina.
I'm crossing my fingers.
Martina will be so happy about that.
Yes.
Real quick, I know you can't tell us much, but any kind of snippets about the Christmas Witch?
The Christmas Witch, if you like Gilmore Girls and Harry Potter, you will love The Christmas Witch.
And the next book is coming out, Christmas Witch Lost in Time.
Yes.
In spring.
I'm working on tying up loose ends, finishing up book
And
number
that's
2.
the next film.
Yeah.
This is just unbelievable. This is a tiny little girl. She's so beautiful. She could have been a model. She could have been a top actress. I'm going just based on looks now. She's just drop dead gorgeous. Model,
And she
actress,
dances
singer.
and sings.
And she's got all that going on, and she can write. And I mean, write well. So if you want to read a book, if you're a book reader, you want to get The Christmas Witch. Wait, I can't get it. Oh, there it is. The Christmas Witch. It's on hashtag. I would imagine it's on hashtag #BlessTheMovie. Or you got your stuff on the website.
You can find The Christmas Witch on Amazon, Barnes & Noble. You can find it on my website, daleafaulkner.com. So you can see that down here.
Yes.
And I think that's it. Yeah.
Do you have your website launched for this already? Like hashtag #BlessTheMovie. You got The Christmas Witch
the movie
launched?
one?
And
Not
the movie
yet.
one, not yet. That will start in January because we
Okay.
always try to at least announce a few either of the cast people or crew
Mm-hmm.
for people to see that this is a real thing.
And let's make sure we get a couple coins in the purse. People can invest as well. Wait a minute, is that a word you don't use?
A
Tell us
profit
about how
share.
they
They
can be involved.
can, yeah, they
Private
can,
profit share.
Yes. So is that a private thing to become at this point? It is.
Well, they're
Not-
called private profit shares because we can't say investors.
Okay. All right. God, no investors. But I would imagine when you go and you follow Martina, Webster, and Dalea Faulkner, they keep you updated. I'm telling you, as I was saying earlier, I have never, ever, and it makes you feel inclusive. It makes you feel
but you are. Without you guys, we wouldn't have been able to make the film. So
Right.
you have to inform people. I think it's our responsibility to
Well,
keep everyone
and
updated.
I think the best place to get updates for all films, all books, all of our projects that we're working on, the best place to stay updated on that is at meetmeinamberlight.com. And you can talk to us in there. I go live in there. That's where all the challenges are. It's amazing. You love it.
Yeah, it just sounds like it should be a Christmas movie. Meet Me in Amberlight. See that? Dalea, I just gave you a tip on your 4th or 5th book or movie. Meet Me in Amberlight. Because
Well,
there is
they're
an
all
actual
happening in Amberlight.
They're all
happening
happening.
in Amberlight. Oh my God. Well, gosh, thank you so much again for letting me be a part of it. I appreciate it, and I know everybody else is going to appreciate the DVD and the book. Oh, I didn't get to ask you, is most of what's in the movie, in the book, sometimes it deviates?
It's going to be a little bit different because we always add more in the film that is in the book.
Right.
And
Well,
maybe some scenes are left out. And
I've written some new scenes. I look at the movie as me being able to tell more of the story that I didn't tell in the book.
And we put Easter eggs in for the
Yes, I always put Easter eggs in my projects. So in #Blessed, there are Easter eggs for the Christmas Witch.
I love Easter eggs. Well, thank you guys for letting me be a part of it. I'm just a little itsy bitsy teeny weeny associate producer, but I
No,
feel like I'm a
It's
queen.
important.
You
I'm a
are
You are.
Queen Priscilla.
Yes.
Queen Priscilla Martina Dalea. We got the A's
And
going on.
thank you again so much for having us.
Oh,
This
thank
was
you.
wonderful.
Thank you guys so much. Again, #blessthemovie.com.
Yeah.
And we wish you a very, very, very Merry Christmas. Say goodbye to your fans, girls.
Merry Christmas,
Merry
guys.
Christmas,
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays, happy Hanukkah. I love you. Mwah.
Mwah. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
You're listening to Question Reality with Priscilla Leona, right here on LA Talk Radio.